I'm Tasha with Pathways to Peace Counseling, and I would like to tell you about the My Life game that I created. So this is not a standalone game. You can't get this and just immediately start playing it with clients. So these game cards are designed to go with the game of life. And so what you'll do is you'll pull out the cards that come with the game that have the little circle on them. You'll just kind of set those aside, and you'll use these cards instead. And so they're bigger than the cards that come with the game, but they're similar in the actions. So like these have everybody spin, pick an opponent, or spin the wheel for different rewards or consequences. And the money values on them are similar to the cards that come with the game. But they're all like real life situations that would happen that would cause either expenses or rewards that people would get. This game is really designed to deal with self-concept, to deal with goals and values, family situations. So I recommend this for more the older kids. I've played with it. My first graders, I mean, it's a no-go. It was chaotic. Once they get to third grade, they do pretty well with it. My fourth graders love it. I've played it with middle school kids, but you can definitely play it even through high school kids. Adults like playing the game of life. It's a fun game. And so this just kind of gives your counseling spin on it. It's important to never tell people what their values should be. So like whenever it says get married, I ask kids, do you want to get married? Do you not want to get married? I've had a little girl pick a wife. I've had a boy pick a husband. So it doesn't have to be traditional values. When you get to the part where it says, do you want to have children? I ask kids, do you want to have kids? How many kids do you want to have? You don't want kids? That's fine. Do you want to talk about why? But it gives you a lot of freedom as far as finding out what are their values, what are their goals, how do they picture their adult life, and what kind of steps do they need to be taking now to get to where they want to be then. And so it just opens a lot of conversation topics as you play the game. And so I take a very non-judgmental stance when I play this game to just let them do their thing. And if they want to talk, we stop and talk. There have been many times that we've sat there and started a conversation halfway through the game and we never finish it, which is fine. And then there's other kids that will drop a bombshell and then they're just like, come on, are you taking your turn? Let's keep going. And so we just keep going, and I shelf it for later and we can go back and revisit that at another time. So the family cards deal with family values. What do you want your family to look like when you grow up? What is important to you about family? Do you want to be close to your family? Do you want to get out of Dodge and get as far away as you can get? How do you see that? Home life. What kind of home do you want to have when you grow up? Do you want to be in the middle of the city? And, do you value the hustle and bustle kind of lifestyle? Or do you want to just quiet and calm out in the country? Do you want to have a large house? Do you want to have a small apartment? I've had kids say that they want to get off the grid. There's a lot of different varieties of how kids see their future. And so it just helps them to define it. But what I like about it is it really helps with goal setting, because sometimes they get so wrapped up in the drama and the turmoil about what's going on in their life now that they lose sight of the control that they can have over their life as they get older, and how the decisions that they make today are going to help set the stage for what happens in their future. And then the final one is the careers. So these 12 cards help kids just discuss what is it that's important to them. Do they want to go to college? Do they want to go straight to work after school? And so especially with high schoolers, I think that this would be a really good game to help them figure out or articulate what it is that they want out of life, and to start putting together a game plan of how to get there. So it's fun, and it's a great way to take a game that you might already have in your toolbox and just kind of tweak it to make it a counseling game. I hope it comes in handy.